By the way, how about this? I don't know what the idiots are talking about with memes. Oh, it's like, he's just like me. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't follow your dumb memes. So take your meme and show it up your... Because I have the ability to make an observation that's factually based. Just because I'm Darkside Phil doesn't mean I get to ignore facts that the characters in this game are going through what I go through on a daily basis. Shut the up.
Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're talking about Darkside Phil, an internet streamer who spent the past 15 years insulting his fans, scamming his fans, and begging for money. More specifically, we're talking about a stream he did on a fighting game client called Fightcade. His fans been asking him to do a stream on it for 10 years, and he finally listened and he decided to stream it. However, there's a little problem. In Fightcade, when you fight another player, it ends up giving them your IP address because it's a peer-to-peer video game, and the reason why it has to do that is to reduce lag. One of DSP's viewers end up telling him this, like, hey, you're gonna end up having your IP exposed if you play this game, and then they start giving him suggestions like using a VPN, and DSP reacts to his viewers just trying to help him out by attacking his viewers and calling them all idiots. And it's incredibly pathetic that he spends all this time attacking his fans, because if it weren't for his fans, he wouldn't have this job where he gets to sit on the internet and play games for a living.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. How do I fix this, or how do I make it so that's not going to be a concern? Right? I don't know. Does anyone even know? And for those, why don't you set it up offline? What the fuck are you talking about? How am I going to do that? Literally, the issues cannot be figured out until we're doing it live, right? Like, if I play it offline, no one will know I'm doing it offline. So how would I know how I'm going to handle trolling? It would be the moment I turn it online that people start trolling me that we could figure out the fix it.
DSP, you've been being trolled for the past 15 years, and you get trolled because you're an asshole to your viewers, so if you don't want to get trolled, just stop being an asshole to your viewers. But that's besides the point. How do you not know how to deal with trolls by this point? You have 15 years of experience dealing with them. And I mean, even in this clip right here, you're being an asshole to whatever viewer said just set up the game offline. He's just giving you a suggestion because nobody wants to sit here and watch you fail to set something up.
The same thing people say about, oh, well, why weren't you ready for this when you did your multiplayer session? Because I wasn't fucking playing on stream. So I didn't have anyone trying to troll me. How could I have prepared for it when I didn't know how it was going to work? How would we have known that in Street Fighter 6 there's constant invite pop-ups? How would you know that unless you were playing it and people were trolling you live on a stream? You would never know that.
I mean, could you not just get a friend to test it out with? Get a friend to send you an invite and see if it keeps popping up on your screen or whatever? Go to the Street Fighter 6 Reddit with an anonymous name and ask, hey, I'm a streamer, I want to play Street Fighter 6 on stream, but people like to troll me. Are people going to be able to spam invite to me when I play? I don't know, ask around. Ask Street Fighter 6 players. Ask people, research, Jesus.
People just think the world is fucking perfect and everything can be perfectly prevented or planned for. Or no, it's not. That's not reality. And if you think that, you probably live an insanely insulated fucking life where your mom probably does everything for you, so you don't realize that things actually happen that you have to fix on the fly.
Hold up just one second. How are you gonna sit here and tell other people that their mom probably does everything for them when your viewers do everything for you? I mean, they literally pay your bills while you sit on your ass and play video games. Not only do they pay your bills for you, but they also pay your bills for you while you talk down to them. How somebody can sit there and unironically watch and donate to Darkside Phil, I don't know. I mean, who actually sits down, listens to a streamer talk down to them for hours on end, and then decides, you know what, I'm gonna donate this guy some money. And that little laugh he does at the end, like, actually pisses me off.
I want to play Fightcade. I want to play old school Street Fighter, alright? But I have to get it working properly, and it's gonna take time. This is not gonna be tonight. I boot up the stream, and we have 5 minutes, and now it's working. I get the feeling it's gonna be a rough setup. We gotta, you know, it has to be installed right now. With this keyboard and mouse setup, the keyboard and mouse are way the fuck over there. Like, way over there. So I can't reach them. I'd have to figure out how to get stuff to reach over here and use it realistically. Maybe the mouse would reach?
Are you seriously sitting here complaining that you can't reach your keyboard and mouse? This is something you could have absolutely figured out before you turned your stream on. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out a solution to this. Set up your keyboard and mouse right next to you so you can reach it. Make sure you can reach it before you turn the stream on. Or get a wireless keyboard and mouse. And don't act like that's too much money for you. We seen when your finances got leaked and you spent $100,000 on a mobile game.
See, now we got someone in chat who's literally saying, every time you play a match, someone has your IP. Guys, do you really believe that? Do you really believe that on Fightcade, that every time you play someone, they immediately get your IP address? Do you think anyone would actually use Fightcade if it immediately doxed your IP address? Seriously, don't you think that would be a slight liability for the people who made it and for the people who use it, that every single moment, right? Like, what are you talking about?
Yes, tons of people use Fightcade, and here's the reason why. They either play it with their friends, they use a VPN, or they're not a massive asshole, so they don't have to worry about people constantly doxing them. It's hilarious that people have been asking for you to play this game for 10 years, and you couldn't do a quick Google search to find this information out. I mean, just for shits and giggles, I decided to go see how long it would take me to find this information for myself. Because, you know, this guy couldn't find this information within 10 years of people begging him to play it. And it was the first thing to show up. So, I mean, within like 5 seconds, I found out that, yeah, it's gonna give the enemy your IP. So you're left with a few options, and one of your viewers actually points this out in a minute, to use a VPN. That's one of your options. You can play with friends, or you can just not play it at all. But once DSP hears one of his viewers suggest a VPN, which is a good idea for this game by the way, he decides to attack that viewer and basically call him an idiot for trying to help out his favorite streamer. He's trying to fucking help you, why are you attacking him?
So, I don't know, I know, everyone's like VPN, that doesn't work. When you do a VPN, it adds lag. What are you talking, boy, you have no idea how a VPN works, do you? Use a VPN, that's not how VPNs work, genius. VPNs reroute you through another location of the planet.
Well, no shit.
Yeah, no shit it reroutes you in another location on the planet. That's the entire point of a VPN. It reroutes you so that when someone tries to grab your IP, it gets the other area instead of your area. Depending on how far away the location you pick for your VPN depends on how much lag is going to be added. I mean, I live in like basically the middle of nowhere, and even I can pick an area for a VPN that doesn't give me over 60 milliseconds of ping when I play in an online game. I'm pretty sure this guy lives in Seattle. Don't act like you can't find a nearby server.
Adding insane amounts of lag. Then you're going to play an online game? Are you stupid?
Why are you talking to your fans like that? They're just trying to help you. They're trying to look out for you so you don't get doxxed. They're suggesting a VPN so that you don't end up getting your IP grabbed and people don't dox you. They're trying to help you, and here you are laughing at them like they're all fucking morons. I genuinely don't know how anyone can sit down and watch this guy just talk down to them for hours at end and just willingly support him. Maybe these people don't know that a VPN might add a lot of lag, but they're trying to help. They're trying to look out for you, and you're here just insulting them. You act like this, and then you get surprised that people call you an asshole and people troll you. Oh, why do groups of people on the internet make fun of me? Why do people constantly target and harass me? Why do people troll me? It's because of things like this.
This was this Bono Techno says, the chat client does not have your IP address. Others cannot find it through the chat client. The lobby only knows your country. But when you play a game, they get your IP address. You know? Okay. All right. This is so ridiculous. Do you not understand the legal liability that a company would have if every time that you used something, it gave away your IP address? Do you not understand that? So either you're telling me people just don't care and they're so idiotically stupid that they would actively use this fighting game client to play the game and literally open themselves up to doxing and DDoS attacks and trolling. And this has been like this for 15 years, all right? Or you're wrong. So which is it?
Yeah, but most people will do either one of two things. They'll either just play the game and not worry about getting doxxed or whatever because they're not a massive asshole to their viewers, or two, they'll just use the VPN and not bitch about the 10 milliseconds of added input lag. Or maybe they'll just play this game with their friends so they don't have to worry about getting doxxed. You have a few options here. Also, if you're really worried about this is something you should have researched before you went on stream to play this game. I mean, it's the first thing that shows up when you search for it online. I mean, I already showed the first search I did for this, like the first thing that shows up shows you that yes, your IP will be given to your enemy. You had 10 years of people asking you to play this game, and you couldn't do a quick Google search to find out that it might not be safe to play this without a VPN. You want to sit here and point fingers at everyone else like it isn't your own fault that you couldn't do 10 seconds of research before firing up the stream.
I'd like to know. I'd like the honest answer. Maybe you're right, and then this company will just get sued. This is literally like playing a peer-to-peer game via an emulator. This is how it works. I play this with the Tecmo community. So seriously, how would anyone who is a known player who stream, okay, How would you use it? So you tell me I can't use it. You tell me I can't use Fightcade. I'm done. Because all it's going to take is one troll, right, to join a match to play me, and they have my IP address.
Well, most people aren't assholes to their viewers, so they probably don't have to worry about getting doxxed. But I mean, here's the thing, dude. They probably just use VPNs, and they deal with the extra 10 milliseconds of lag. That is the honest answer. It's either you deal with the extra 10 milliseconds of added lag, or you risk having your IP grabbed, and you deal with it. Suck it up.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this is 10 years of people telling me to play on Fightcade.
10 years in which you could have done a quick Google search and found this information out for yourself and prepared for it before turning on the stream. I mean, you could have just done this Google search 10 years ago, found this information out, and told your viewers, hey, I'm not playing this game because it gives the enemy player my IP address and I don't want to get doxxed. And people would have just been like, okay, fine, whatever. I mean, I had viewers asking me to play Smash Bros. Online with viewers before in my chat, and I told them my internet's terrible, my wireless internet's terrible, and I don't have an Ethernet cord for my Nintendo Switch, so I can't really play online. And guess what? They said, alright, and we moved on.
And now, the day when I'm going to do it, now you people tell me in chat that this is what happens. You waited this long to tell me.
Wait, hold up just one fucking minute. It's not their job to find out that this game gives your IP address to the enemy when you play. That is your job to figure out before you play it on stream. It's not your viewers' responsibility to find this information out for you. You had 10 years that you could have done a quick Google search and you didn't.
So now here we are, 10 years later, and I'm ready. I've been waiting. I got the time set around. Let's do it, right? Oh, by the way, that exposes your IP address. Oh, you had to wait 10 years to fucking tell me that?
No, they did what you couldn't do in 10 years and did a quick Google search. Don't get mad at your viewers for trying to look out for you. They're trying to help you not get yourself doxxed, and here you are talking down to them like they're idiots. You're getting mad at your viewers for trying to look out for you. It's not their responsibility to research every little thing about a game before they suggest that you play it. Imagine somebody suggested for me to play a VR game on stream and I didn't have a VR headset. Would I sit there and say, wow, you're a fucking idiot, dude? I mean, I don't even have a VR headset and here you are telling me to play a VR game? You moron? No, I wouldn't act like that.
Seriously, now I'm fucking pissed. I'm legit and very rightly pissed.
Yeah, you should be pissed. You should be pissed at yourself for not doing some fucking research before launching this stream. You shouldn't be pissed off at your viewers for trying to look out for you.
That you had to wait to the day that I scheduled it. Because everyone asked me for it for 10 fucking years. Now you're going to tell me, oh, your IP address gets exposed.
And once again, I hate to be a broken record here, but that is 10 years that you could have researched that yourself and found out that information. I mean, it is the first thing to show up when you Google search. Does Fightcade give the enemy my IP? Oh, what's that? It does give the enemy my IP? Maybe I should play this game with friends, or maybe I should use a VPN. Or maybe I'll just have to tell my viewers that I can't play this game. There you go. That's the end of discussion.
It gets to the point where when people ask for shit and they start to unfairly treat me away, I'm just going to tell them, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear you bitching, because that's where the point we're getting to at this point.
You don't want to hear them bitching, but every single stream you do is just you bitching that you're not going to be able to pay your rent if you don't get a certain amount of donation. And the funny thing is, even when you don't receive that certain amount of donations that you needed, your rent is still magically paid somehow.
People screaming so loudly that I'm doing it wrong, when in reality, I've always been doing it right, because there's no way that a streamer should be using Fightcade if it gives away your IP address.
And that's why, as a viewer that you called an idiot suggested, that's why you use a VPN to avoid having your IP grabbed, or you play with friends.
And I'm tired of it. I'm tired that because I'm Darkside Phil, I'm the brunt of the abuse. I get the one that gets yelled at and called names and treated poorly.
No, you treat your viewers poorly every single stream you do. I mean, even in this stream right here, your viewers were just trying to help you out, and you started calling them like idiots and, oh, good suggestion, genius, and all that type of shit.
Because I'm Darkside Phil. That's really the only reason, right? If I was anyone else, it would have been like, all right, well, you're a streamer, you know, Fightcade's the best, but, you know, for me, it's like, no, fuck you, Phil, you piece of shit, right? You've been doing it wrong for 10 years. Why don't you just listen to us?
I mean, why don't you just listen to them? It's only going to add like 10 milliseconds of lag if you pick a location close to you. Like I said before, I basically live in the middle of nowhere, and even when I play like Call of Duty online or whatever, and I'm on a VPN, I don't get over 60 milliseconds of lag because I pick a location close to me.
Player Essence, please, please, please kiss my fucking ass and enjoy your permanent ban, you dumb piece of fucking shit.
Player Essence is right. You're acting like a victim because of a situation that is entirely your fault. You neglected doing research before playing this game, and then people did that research for you, and then you're getting mad at your viewers for doing what you should have done in the past 10 years.
Seriously, fuck off. Why am I so angry? Because if you were told for 10 years that you're doing something wrong, for 10 years, you were told you're the one who's doing everything incorrectly, why don't you just listen to reason? And then the day you're actually going to make amends and change and try to do the thing that people have said this is the right thing to do, you get told, oh no, you can't do it anyway. How would you feel? It doesn't even matter that's Fightcade. This could have been anything.
I mean, if people were telling me to play a fighting game client for 10 years and I was about to play it on stream, I would have probably researched whether or not it's going to give the enemy my IP before I started streaming it. And if I were you, I would be pissed off as well, but I wouldn't be pissed off at my viewers. I'd be pissed off at myself for not taking 5 seconds out of my day to do a quick Google search. That's what I'd be pissed off about. 10 years ago, when people were begging for you to play Fightcade, you could have done a Google search, found this information out, and told your viewers, hey guys, I can't play this game because it's going to expose my IP. Or you could have used a VPN, and that would have been the end of the story. But you chose to neglect searching for this information for 10 years, and now you're going to get mad at your viewers for searching for this information for you.
What do I do? Maybe I'll just sit here tonight, and I'll just fucking sit back like this. I'll just be like, hey, I'm just going to sit here. I'm just going to sit on stream and do nothing.
Yeah, why don't you do that? See how well that works out for your viewership, and then you'll sit there and complain and cry like a victim because nobody's watching your streams, even though you yourself are even saying that you're just going to sit there and do nothing.
At this point, I'm just so flabbergasted. I'm just so resigned. It gets to the point where, like, you get, what is the word? Like, you get desensitized. Like, I shouldn't be upset.
No, you should be upset. You should be upset at yourself for the way you treat your viewers for doing a quick Google search, which you couldn't do in 10 years. You should be very upset with yourself. You should be upset at yourself for the countless times that you've scammed your viewers. You should be upset at yourself for the time you scammed your viewers and used the money to buy a cat. You should be upset at the time you scammed your viewers and you used the money to have a wedding with your wife. You should be very upset at yourself for the way you've treated your viewers over the past 15 years.
I shouldn't be surprised that for 10 years people gave me misinformation and yelled at me for that misinformation and acted like I was a villain or stupid or whatever, doing the wrong thing.
You are a villain. You scam people. You're a villain.
Doing the wrong thing. I guess I shouldn't expect to be treated with respect. I guess that's actually the best way to put it.
Yeah, you shouldn't be treated with respect. And you know why you shouldn't be treated with respect? Because you don't respect your viewers, the people that make it so that you have, like, the most desired job in the world, sitting on your ass and playing video games. You get paid to do what many people do as a hobby.
Phil's been really missing out on playing old school fighters, right? He's really been missing out because he just doesn't listen because he's stubborn, he's obstinate.
I mean, you are very stubborn.
And so after all these years, I get to a point where I actually have a situation where I have a PC.
Can I just ask, why would somebody ever donate during the middle of this disrespectful ass speech where he's blaming his fans for the fact that he couldn't do research? Why would you donate? He's talking shit to you as a viewer.
How is it possible that Avoid the Puddle plays on Fightcade and doesn't get his IP address doxed?
Because unlike you, he isn't an asshole to his viewers and he doesn't constantly insult them every single stream. And unlike you, he probably took the advice of his viewers who are just trying to look out for him and probably used a VPN.
How is this possible? No, not a VPN, you incredible dunce. Stop saying VPN. VPNs are not for online play. Wow, that is a stupid answer.
He's just trying to help you and answer your question. You ask, how does this person not get doxxed? And your viewer says, a VPN. That is likely the correct answer. That is likely why he doesn't get doxxed. Why are you lashing out at your viewers for just giving you an answer to the question you asked?
Just the very nature of the fact that you don't know how a VPN works is hilarious.
Maybe the viewer doesn't know how a VPN works. But, like, why do you have to berate and talk down to them for that? You ask, how does this person not get doxxed when they play this online game that gives out your IP to the enemy? And this viewer says a VPN. Because, I mean, that is a very, very good answer. That is likely why he doesn't get doxxed. He can likely put up with the 10 milliseconds of added lag, whereas you throw a fucking fit over it.
To say that in a chat, that you think that you want to add latency by using a VPN in an online play, that is incredibly stupid, what you're saying.
No, that's not stupid at all. If you ask me, I would gladly put a VPN on if it means I don't get swatted or doxxed and possibly even killed when I get swatted. I mean, there have been cases before where people have been swatted and unfortunately killed because of that swatting. I'm gladly taking 10 milliseconds of added lag if it means protecting my life.
Because I'm being told, like legit, someone who's trying to help in chat says, this is why in things like Fightcade it's considered friend groups or friend lobbies, people you trust playing against each other. That way it's not people using the information maliciously against you or anything. That's what they're saying. Yeah, play with trusted friends only. Well, then I can never use Fightcade, ever.
Is this a way of him admitting, yeah, turns out you have to play this game with friends, so I'll never ever be able to play this game? Is this him admitting that he'll never ever have friends and that he has no friends? You know, maybe if you treated people better, people would be more willing to hang around with you. But yeah, the fact that this guy has like the most desired career in the world and he can't even show the littlest bit of respect to those who allow him to have this career is pathetic, and that's all I gotta say. Peace out.